sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Daly. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Okay, and some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Back to throw. Spurlock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Off the play fake. Daly. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Spurlock, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery. Daly, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Patterson's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Jet sweep. Here's Watson.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Running right, Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Jones again, and I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They'll go with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded right around his own 43. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Daly. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Daly. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daly.
incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
It's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Spurlock.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Daly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. On 1st and 10, Spurlock. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Seahawks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Spurlock on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. And they're on the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Off play action. Spurlock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Spurlock. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Walker now at 1st and 10. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down. Spurlock, flush to his right. To the right. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
An inside give to Jones. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Ready!
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Spurlock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Off play action. Daly.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake. Daly out to his left. And this is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Spurlock. And Walker with it over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
On first down, Spurlock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, oh, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Daly firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun. Daly, the quick slant caught. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Christian Watson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a give, right side. Graham. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Graham. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
As he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And they take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought